Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So I've been scrolling on Facebook lately and I've been seeing a lot of recipes for Aqua Frescas, and I've never had one before until the other day. Like, I've had the Minute Maid Aqua Frescas in a can, but I've never had a homemade one. I decided to make a watermelon sandia Aqua Fresca the other day with some lime and some salt, and I really enjoyed it. I did not record it. But today I decided I'm going to go ahead and make a creamy melon Aqua Fresca. We'll see if this works out. I've seen a few people do it online different ways. There was someone that strained it with one of those fine strainers, the mesh strainers. I don't have one of those currently, so I'm not going to strain mine. I like pulp, so hopefully it tastes good. Let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and cut this melon up. I just picked this melon up for $5 at the local grocery store. I feel like it's a little expensive. Usually I think they're like $3.99, but a few bucks extra is fine. Alright guys, so also I do not have any like fancy containers to put this in, so I rinsed out a Sunny D container and we're just gonna put our Aqua Fresca in this 1 gallon Sunny D container. Alright, grab our melon, grab our sharp knife, and we're just going to start by cutting this in half. Looks good. So I'm actually not going to cut this out. I saw a lady say that she likes the seeds in hers, and honestly I don't mind seeds at all. So we're just going to go ahead and cut this like that. And then we're going to go ahead and just cut our cantaloupe. Cut me a little thin piece just to taste it. Yes. Very juicy, very ripe. Definitely picked a good one. Alright, so once you get all these pieces cut up, we're going to go ahead and throw it in the blender. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got the cantaloupe off of the rind. So now we're just going to go ahead and slice this into pieces. It doesn't have to be very small or anything, just smaller chunks so that your blender can handle it. If you have a super high powered blender, you could probably get away with doing pretty big slices. I think my blender is fairly decent, so, but I wouldn't say it's like the strongest blender ever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these into smaller chunks. And I did get rid of some of that stringiness in the middle, but not all of it. If you guys don't want that in your drink, or you don't want the seeds, you can definitely get all the seeds out. I just personally don't mind them. And it reminds me that I'm eating while drinking an actual fruit, and that this is fairly healthy. If you want this to be more healthier, do not make the creamy part. You could just do a melon Aqua Fresca without the creaminess, and it would be a lot more healthier for you. But I am going to do the creamy part, so. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and throw in all our melon into a blender. Alright guys, so I have the blender in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and put my melon in here. We'll see if it all fits or not. If it doesn't, we'll have to do this in 2 parts. But that is okay. I don't mind that at all. And just so I don't make a mess, I'm not going to go ahead. I was going to go ahead and just grab all the melon and just slide it in, but I'm going to go ahead and just grab little bit by little bit. And I think I will have to do this in 2 parts. My blender isn't that big, so. I don't want to overfill it, and yeah, so then we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to add about 2 cups of water. I might do 1 cup. We're just going to do that much because we're going to do this in 2 batches, so I'm going to add more water to the other batch. Alright, so now go ahead and grab your lid. Make sure that's sealed. And I'm going to keep blending this a little bit longer just because there are seeds in here and everything. I'll make sure that it's nice and blended. Alright guys, so since I'm doing this in 2 parts, I am going to go ahead and just dump this into a bowl. Oh yeah, that's nice and blended. And it smells so good and sweet. And it smells very refreshing. Alright, let's see if we can get this blender back into place. And we're going to go ahead and just put the rest of our melon inside of our, just to be safe, I'm glad I did do it in 2 parts. Go ahead and pour the rest of the water in there. And we're going to go ahead and blend it again. Alright, so that should be good. Now, you know, actually, I watched a video and the person that made it, well, I've actually watched a few videos, different people, but they did their evaporated milk and their creamy condensed milk separately, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just blend it up in here. That way I don't have to do a lot of mixing. Alright, so if you guys are making Aqua Fresca without the creaminess, what you can do now is you can add this into your container along with your other half, or if you did the full thing at once, just do the, you know, pour it all in there. And then you're going to want to add about probably 4 cups of water or so. I would just taste it as you go to see how much you need to dilute it. And then you can add in as much sugar as you want to make it sweet. I will not be adding sugar into this since we are going to be adding in condensed milk that is sweet enough for me. But if you want to add more sugar, you could always just taste test it as you go. So we're going to go ahead and add in a whole can of evaporated milk. And I'm going to use a whole entire can of sweetened condensed milk. I do like my stuff sweet. You can definitely use only half of it or just however much you want to do. But I'm going to go ahead and use an entire can of sweetened condensed milk. And this will make it sweeter, and it also give it that very creamy consistency. Just get those incorporated in there. You could also just add this into your drink mix and stir it up, but I have a blender, so I might as well blend it. Alright guys, so this will be our Aqua Fresca. Now I am going to add some more water to this, most likely. I'm going to give this a little taste test. Oh, that's so good. We're going to grab our jug or your pitcher or whatever container you're using to put it in. And we're going to go ahead and pour this in there, and we're also going to pour our other cantaloupe mixture in there as well. And I'll see you guys when I get that done. I think the easiest way to do this, since this has a little hole, will be to pour it back into here, just so that I don't make a mess. So I'm going to transfer that into there, and then we'll slowly pour it into your jug. And if you're making it's in a big pitcher or something, you can add ice. I won't be adding ice to this because ice is not going to fit in there. But I will be adding ice to my cup. So we're going to in there. Now take this picture and put it under. And continue. I just got some cucumbers and limes to make a pepino lemon Aqua Fresca. I'm hoping I like that. I really like the cucumber lime Gatorade. So if it tastes anything like that, I'm definitely gonna really like that. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up to the 2 cups line and add about 2 more cups of water into this. From all the videos I've seen online, people make all their Aqua Frescas differently, and they kind of just eyeball most of it. So it all depends on how much you're making as well and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a nice shake. I just got a glass and put an ice cube in it, and we're gonna go ahead and get a little sample of this to see if we should add some more water or not. That's what it looks like. That is so good. And I think I could get away with adding like another cup or 2 of water actually. The cantaloupe flavor is very strong, it's very sweet. So I might go ahead and add another extra cup of water or 2 just to stretch this out further so we can make more of it and have a bigger batch to sip on. I definitely recommend this. This is so good. If you like melons, cantaloupes, this is definitely the drink of the summer. This is amazing. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Share, like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next video.